fellow YouTubers. Here's something I've been working on for an upcoming puzzle, and I thought it was interesting to show and kind of talk about it. This is, yeah, you can tell me what it is. Kind of a tilting lock mechanism. I'll show it in a bit on the inside, but it's got two X's inside, and they interfere with each other. So that's that axis, and now that doesn't do anything, and now it does. And the whole point is to push these pins out. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna interface that yet into a puzzle. And then the tool would be anything kind of stick-like, and these holes will not be accessible. It will be this hole, that pin, this hole, that pin, etc. So much like this, with the middle hole blocked. Let's see if I can give you a demonstration. Push a pin out. There's no markings on top, and it kind of self-locks because they get stuck on the pins. So it's not a question of just finding the right position. You actually have to maneuver them around the pins as well. And the orientation is actually mainly by trying to figure out where this is, because this will be square with whatever's in the bottom. So there we go. We've got that, and we've got that axis. Yeah, let's see if we can push a pin out. I so far find it pretty difficult, even knowing the mechanism inside, to find the right position. Right, so now we've got one that's lined up. So that should, in theory, in one of the holes, not that one. Actually, we could check, because the one that lines up, yeah, so it's on this axis. You notice that it's sliding a little bit, but it's not making a big movement. We already tried the black one, so it's probably going to be that one. There we go. So now it gets a little bit easier because we know the rotation, and there's something sliding in here. See, now we've got a bigger movement again. So we know that this axis is now kind of free to go, which means it will probably be blocking that one. If it's in, if it's out, it will let the other one go freely. So it's out now. If I would move, let's see if I can get that to, yeah, and then it's blocked. I'll move that in, and it's open. So since, yeah, let's give that a go. Now, as you can see, it just doesn't make it to the other one because it's blocked behind that pin. But, yeah. So we need to go that way. we've got another one lined up, which will probably be this one then, kind of. Yep. So let's see if we can do the other one. Should be another one. And last one. There. Right. So now we've got those 4. And there's actually potential to alternate the pins, but I'm still kind of working on that because they, well, let's open it up and have a look. So there we go, my fellow compadres. So there's one of those. There's 2 identical axes, and because this one is offset, basically what happens is one side will be able to push right till the edge, whereas the other side will not make it past the point of where the rotation occurs on that central cylinder. So so there's only really one way in which that will actually push towards the outer. And as you can see, this one is currently not pushing anything because this is basically where it comes in. So if I were to try and push something now, obviously nothing happens, because even if this pin was here, it just doesn't make it to that point. And then how does the rotation work? If I push all of these in, as you can see, they get stuck on the pins. And I might change this to another mechanism to push out, but which means that if you want to rotate it, you'll have to find that space where it can freely move about, and they always kind of need to free each other up. So even if you want to get to a certain location like there, you're always going to have to do a movement before you can make that 45-degree or 90-degree angle. And you kind of know that you're onto something once you just get a small slide action, because obviously it will only be able to travel between that and the pin, whereas a loose one will be traveling all the way, and obviously this doesn't do anything because it's locked by the other one. So now if you go in, you can actually push that out. Then yeah, in which case, now it's locked again. So they're self-locking, which is lovely for a puzzle. Very annoying. Anyway, so yeah, there you have it. Maybe feel free to comment and I don't know, add some interesting ideas. I haven't used it in a puzzle yet, so see, there we go, stuck. So you need to backtrack a little bit and make sure that they line up properly. Probably going to use that as some lock for a level in a larger puzzle, just for fun and games. There you have it. Leave some comments. Yeah, subscribe. I'm kind of getting more and more into this kind of stuff, so enjoy.